Hi everybody, it's Cindy. It is Sunday, it is May 29th, and I'm back for an update. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you so much. Tomorrow in the United States is Memorial Day. I do want to thank everybody who has ever served for us and is currently serving for our freedom. Dad in heaven, I thanked you this morning, so thank you for everybody who has served for us, for our freedom. I'm going to be going over what I've been working on, and it's been a lot, but not as much. I do have dog sitting for my son. My son is away in Greece for a couple of months, and it's been a little over a month. And Grandpa he's a high energy dog. He takes up a lot of my time, so definitely not as much stitching, but this is not my stitching season anyway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move on to everything that I've been working on. Now this piece, I finally fully finished. I stitched it about 2 years ago. Now I don't have many pieces. I think I only have 2 other pieces that aren't fully finished as far as cross stitching, but I stitched this 2 years ago, and I think it's Blackbird Designs. I don't know, it's been such a while, but it's so pretty. If it's not Blackbird, it reminds me of Blackbird. And I did navy blue rickrack and the stars and stripes there. So that is finished number 1. Now what I did is I put it in a tart, which comes in and out, and I didn't want to glue it in there. You can glue it in there, but I did want to give other options for displays on the piece, and just in time, it's a patriotic piece, and as you can see, I have all of my patriotic in back of me, so I have another piece to add to it, and I literally just finished this today. All right, so let's see what the next piece is. All right, so the next piece is I pulled out the embroiderous stocking. It's a beautiful piece. It's a big piece. This is by Kathy Barrick. So I pulled this out and I started working on her again, and I'm going to include a photo right here of where I left off. So I picked her back up, and it's a long piece. So I picked her back up and I was working on the dress, and I did a lot of it, but the dress is big. So I did work on that for a while. So that's the embroideries, and I didn't pull out a lot of other pieces. I was focusing on other things and gifts coming up, so haven't really focused on that. But let me put that back, and I don't want to get everything all mixed up. Now the next piece that I fully finished, I stitched this about 2 years ago also. So I really started out and I wanted to focus on finishing up some pieces that I had that weren't fully finished, and I found something I liked. So this piece, oh, these are so cute. These are House Mouse Designs, and I stitched this one a couple of years ago, and I finally fully finished it. And it actually hangs up on my wall over there, and I had to pull it down, but I got this basket at Walmart, and I added these sunflowers. Now I could definitely take off the sunflowers if I don't want to, but I really liked the sunflowers in there. And this is House Mouse. This is so cute. I'm sorry there's a little bit of a shadow because I'm doing this at a different time of day. I'm actually doing this after 6 p.m. so there's definitely a shadow, but super cute, love it. And I have it hanging on the wall already, so that's always a good thing when you finish it and you have it hanging. Okay, so the next piece that I worked on is I'm doing these every month, and this is Wordplay with Dyed Needle and Thread. Let's see if you can get that out there, and that's how they did it. And I did change my colors up a little bit, and let's see there are my colors. I didn't change a whole lot, but I definitely changed up some things. I added in some purples. I did a yellow rickrack on the finish, and there is the back of that. So I did May also. There you go. Now I did pull out June. I was working on June, but like I said, I was busy with other stuff, so I didn't fully finish June yet, but I'll finish it within the next couple days. And that is June. And definitely not, these photos in these are very dark. But I definitely changed the colors and I brightened up the colors for June. And I did some of the letters in red, some of them in black. And I just have this area to finish up, and I will. It's just, I have had so much to do. That's super cute. So I will finish that one up in the next couple of days. So I did work on those. All right, so I've been working on, as everybody knows, I am hosting a Christmas in July ornament exchange, and that is now closed. We have 77 people participating in the exchange, and I gave almost 2 months to sign up and join, so that is now closed. 77 is a good number. I never imagined that many people would join. It's a lot of work, but it's going to be so much fun. And I did work and finished my ornament for the exchange, but I'm doing an ornament a month throughout the year, which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Last year I gave away an ornament every single month. So this year I want to do some more smalls for my Christmas tree, and I will show you what I work on now. I'm going to bend over. Okay. So this one is actually a new pattern. Kathy came out with this year, Hands-On Designs, and it's seasons #2. And I did December, and I did it, this is this one. They're very small in the pattern to see, but I love this one. And I want to stitch these all on one piece next year, but I definitely wanted to do one piece. So I did December, and this reminds me of like row houses down on the beach. Definitely not Christmas colors, but there is December. And pretty much all the colors are almost what she asked for. But the last house I did in light blue, and it's hard to pick it up, but I do like December there. It's such a cute piece. And did yellow rickrack and then felt on the back. This is actually, comes out to a 3.5 by 3.5, and I think that's a good size. I love it. So I did finish that Christmas ornament. So I do have a lot of finishes, which is always a good thing. All right, so the next ornament I'm gonna get is for my exchange. Give me 1 second, I'm just gonna bend. I have stuff everywhere. Okay. So I picked out, I actually was gonna do a blackbird design. I picked out the thread, I picked out the linen, everything, and then last minute I changed my mind. I don't know why, but now this piece is by Hands-On Designs, and this is the 3rd time I stitched this. This is called Christmas Eve. Now I'm gonna show you the piece that I stitched for me a couple years ago. There you go. And that's pretty much the color wave. I went a little bit darker, but, and that was the back. Now I also stitched another one as a gift for someone else. And I said, you know what, with this piece, because I wasn't thinking about me on the piece, I'm thinking that somebody's gonna get this piece. And I didn't want it as big as mine. So I stitched it on 36 count. And this is the piece, it's so cute. And I'm gonna show you the colors. Now I used Prairie Schooler 221 red. And look at the difference. It's amazing how a color could change a piece so much. So there is my piece, and there is the 221 red. It's more, it's amazing. It's the same exact design, but it looks so different. And the greens I used in this piece were the colors I had pulled for the blackbird design. So we got a little bit of blackbird and a little bit of Prairie Schooler colors here. But this is mine, and I love a mauve. I want a mauve, but This one I'm giving away. I did add Swarovski crystals on top of the trees, and I did, yeah, the cameras, you could see it a little bit there. The camera's not picking that up. I did use Lady Dot eyelet. It's like a sage green. There is, it's the perfect fabric on the back, and I attached the cording with the button, and it says Cindy's Cross Stitch. So this is my ornament that somebody is gonna get in the ornament exchange. It's gonna be so much fun. Now for those of you that didn't join, I'm gonna be doing a video once I receive all of the ornaments and sharing that with everybody. So everybody's gonna see all 77 ornaments. For those who are participating, you'll be able to see who stitched your piece. I think it's a great way to share this hobby. With everything going on in this world, is spreading a little Christmas joy and cheer is always a good thing. I wanted to do something for the community. It's a lot of work. I had to do a spreadsheet and everything, but it'll be a lot of fun to see the ornaments coming in. I do have, actually a couple people said they were mailing it a couple of days ago, so it'll be fun to start getting these in. So that is a sneak peek on what I'm doing. Like I said, this is on 36 count Hindenburg, and my pattern was by Hands On Designs, and it's called Christmas Eve. Now when I show the video of all of the ornaments, I'll be telling you, they're gonna write to me what the pattern is and what they stitched it on. So if you see something you like, you'll be able to stitch that yourself. I'm gonna be starting a new project on June 1st, which is in a couple of days. And I saw this on Instagram. Now you don't have to have Instagram. It took me a lot to get Instagram. I still don't have Facebook. I never had Facebook. I'll never have Facebook. There's a lot of social media I try and stay away from. But this I saw on Instagram, and her Instagram name is called AJ Turner. And she does a daily stitch. And I'm gonna show you what I did so far. Okay, so what I did is I made a template. It's a pattern. It's done on a 8.5 by 11 regular paper, and I drew it out, and you put in the days of the month. And what you do is, I got muslin from Hobby Lobby, and you put it, it's so hard to see, you put it on, you grid it, you know, you do a running stitch and you grid it out, and then each day you're going to stitch in the block. So I already mapped out June and July, and every day I'll be stitching whatever I want in that block. It could be embroidery, it could be running, it could be anything you want. So it's basically just like a daily diary of stitching. Definitely not my idea. Like I said, I saw it on Instagram. Her name is AJ Turner. She also has a blog. So you can definitely look her up, and I'll see if I could put her link to her blog. And she explains, she didn't come up with this idea either, but she tweaked it to the way she wants. And my pattern is definitely a little bit different than hers, so I tweaked it to mine. And of course, I'm going to be stitching it the way I want to stitch it. So I'm starting that on June 1st. You don't have to wait till the first of the year to do this. And I'm going to do it for a whole year. And the muslin, like I said, I bought at Hobby Lobby. It's only $5.99 a yard. They have very good quality muslin. And that is a green DM. I'm going to be doing mine mostly in Demon Sea. And I have a lot of fancy floss, variegated. So I'll be stitching whatever I want. And I'm looking forward to doing that. And you could, like I said, it could be just stitches. It could be whatever you want in that block. So at the end of a whole year, I'm going to do June to June, and it'll be all done, and it'll be pretty. And I'm excited to start something new. I'm always trying to step outside the comfort zone. So when I was in Hobby Lobby, I actually went yesterday morning. There was no one in the store but me. No one. And I was like, this is great. This is one of the first times I went up and just peed. But I did get some fat quarters, and there's 5, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 different colors in here, and these are, it has red ticking, red check, and this was $9.99, so you're getting 5, so basically $2 a piece, and that's a pretty good buy, and I like the reds. Oh, these are like good Christmas reds. And I also got the blacks, the ticking. I don't need yards of fabric. Fat quarters are perfect for me, so I did pick up 2 of these when I was in Hobby Lobby, and the muslin, and that was it. I really didn't buy much. I haven't been really spending much money, just trying to conserve. And then one day I have a whole box under my bed that I put cards in that people give for Christmas, my birthday, any kind of card I get, I put it in the box, and I have this like whole big box of cards. I just can't throw them out. And what I did the other day, I just wanted to do some crafting, and what I did is I made thread holders out of all of, so I did a whole bunch of different sets of, you could just, it's so cool that you're taking somebody's card that they sent you, and I know who they are because you remember who sent you those cards. I did that. So I have a whole bunch of thread holders, and I do use them, so I'm like, oh, this is great. And now I still have a whole box of these to do, and look, for all my Snoopy lovers, I did Snoopy. It's so cool. Some Christmas ones. Those are really pretty. There's some really pretty cards that you get, and I'm like, I don't want to throw them away, but just took out the punches, and I made a bunch of thread holders, so that's always fun. There you go. So I did do a whole bunch of them, and then I could do a million more with all the cards I have stored under the bed. I've been taking Grandpa, I walk him 3 times a day. As soon as I get up, literally, I go to the bathroom, and then I get dressed and I take him for a walk. And he's waiting for me, and we do a walk. We walk for about 30-40 minutes. He knows my lunch break. He knows when I get off of work. He knows. And he definitely misses my son so much. The first 2 weeks, he whined every night. It was like having a baby. He whined every night. He missed him. And then one day I opened the door to go downstairs in my basement. I have a full basement down there, and my son actually and the dog stayed there for about a month when he was moving from Tennessee into North Carolina, and he remembers it. So I leave the door open now. He goes down there a lot and just hangs out down there. The dog, he sleeps down there. He probably smells my son's scent still, and it's probably like, where the heck is my dad? He definitely misses my son so much. I walk him on trail, but it's very hard to walk him on trail because I can't let him off the leash because he won't listen to me. So it's hard. And when I do take him from regular walks, if we see another dog or other people, he's barking. He's not like that. I've seen him with my son. So he's definitely missing his dad, and my son's gonna be gone for another month still. So he's probably like, why am I stuck with this lady? But I wanted a dog. I don't want a dog anymore. That cured me. It's a lot of work. And I do take care of him like it's a kid. Like, I baby him. I make sure he gets his walk 3 times a day. I brush him every day. You got to feed him and snacks and play with his ball with him. And it's been a lot. But I love him. He's a really good dog. And I'll include a picture right here. There he is, Mr. Happy Boy. He follows me in the bathroom. Like I said, it's like a kid. I forget what it's like to have a dog every day. But my son is having an awesome time in Greece. He's in Italy right now. He went to a whole bunch of different places, and I'm happy he's getting this time in his life to go and travel. So, hey, it's always a good thing. A couple of people, please, they said, please do a video of your garden. So I'm gonna include just like a 5-minute video of all the gardens, what I planted, what's coming up. A lot of stuff is growing already. My front garden, you know, I have neighbors' pets that come in and dig in my garden, and they ruined everything in the front garden, but I did replant, and there's more seeds coming up, and there's nothing you could do, and I can't gate my yard. I'm on a corner. There's no way to do that here. So I just deal with it. It's just the front garden, but other than that, everything is growing great, and the vegetable garden, lettuce, and all that stuff, it's really doing good. I'm excited. I love seeing everything grow, and I grew everything from seed this year. I did not even go to the nursery this year. I want to go. I love flowers. I love plants, and it would cost a fortune this year. I just don't even want to go and see it because I would want to buy it, and everything is so expensive. So I kind of tapered off on that and just staying away. And I planted everything from seed, so it's always exciting when I still get excited when I plant a seed and see it grow. The Christmas in July, everything, just a reminder, it has to be post-dated by July 1st. I will be mailing out the pieces in the middle of July when I get them all and do that special video. I appreciate everybody who's joining the exchange. It's so much fun. I just do want to say that 2 other Flosstubers joined. Kim from Sassy Jacks joined, and Chris, the camping stitcher, also joined. She's a brand new Flosstuber, and I'll leave their 2 links below if you want to go visit them. Awesome people, and a whole lot of great people participating. It'll be fun to see everything. I hope everybody has a safe Memorial Day tomorrow if you're here in the States. I hope everybody's getting out there and enjoying the nicer weather and going to the parks and planting some gardens and stuff like that. I hope everybody's having a good time. With everything going on, I do want to let each and every one of you know, YouTube, I don't know what happened. I got flooded with all of these comments from like a year ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago. I'm like, what is going on? And I read every comment on every video, and I always reply with a heart or, you know, whatever I'm responding to. And I can't answer every one anymore, but I always put a heart, and I don't know why. Listen, YouTube does what they want a lot of times. So I tried heart and all of them, but there was it got flooded. I just don't understand what happened, but obviously I never saw those comments from years ago, and sorry about that, but that's YouTube. It is what it is. With everything going on, I do want to say I love you all. I appreciate everybody in this community. It's a tight-knit community, and just want to let you know I appreciate you all. With everything going on, I do want to let you know that I read every comment, and there are no words to describe the community. I've been doing this for so long. Since 2017, February 2017, so it's a great community. You can't watch everybody, but those who do come back, some of your names I know. One day when we cross over, I hope there's a stitching heaven where we could all hang out and stitch. But I do want to let you know, be safe out there, enjoy every day, and until we meet again, everyone, happy stitching. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to put the winners of those tags, the winning tags. My email is below. Send me a snail mail of your address. I'll probably be mailing them out next week, and hopefully I have everybody's address. I do work full time, so it's not like I could just run to the post office every day. And on that note, happy stitching, everyone. Hi, everybody. I forgot to show my Gather Blessings. I am doing a monthly block each month, and I did the 6 block, and I did it like in a sage green. So I do have the 6 blocks completed, and I'll show you the chart. Gather Blessings, and this is by Kathy Schmitz, and I love doing this. And I'm excited to start my new project on June 1st with a daily stitch. So, hey, I had to include this. I knew I forgot something and didn't remember what it was. I guess that's how things go. Everybody have a great weekend. All right, we're using the random comment generator Let's see who's going to win these tags. 5 sets. Gail Chadwell is the first one. Love the stitching that you do. I absolutely think you hit it out of the park with the wooden tag. All right, Gail, you're number 1. Let's do another one. Number 2 is Nancy Landers. Getting a tag made from wood is a great idea. They should look great on the pillows. I just found you and I'm so glad I did. All your stitching is beautiful. Thanks for the great podcast. Nancy, you are winner number 2. Let's do number 3. Allison Norris. I have that to start next tag. You're number 3, Allison. Let's go on to number 4. Melissa O. The quilt behind you is beautiful. Love the stocking on the mantle. This is the day is gorgeous. If I remember correctly, Vanna suggested this video for ornaments. I might be wrong. The tag for each season are stunning. Love the lettering. Melissa O, you're number 4. And number 5. Marilyn Fertlich. Congrats on your beautiful finish. Love the nature and flower pics. Thank you for sharing. Tag, you're it. Marilyn, you are number 5. Thank you for all the participants. My email is below. Send me a snail mail and I will be mailing these out. Thank you. Hi everybody, it's May 29th and I'm here at my front garden and I'm gonna do a tour of the gardens. Now this is my front garden. I do have neighbors' animals coming over and ripping it up all the time, so there's not much in here. I do have sunflowers where they're growing from the bird feeder there, but I did plant a whole bunch more seeds and you could see a lot of them are coming up and I'm hoping this one sticks. There's not much you could do to control somebody else's animals. So, and I just let it go. I don't even tell people, like, I don't want no trouble or anything. But in here I planted daisies by seed, and these are perennials. They come back every year. And look at all the buds. In a week or so they'll be bloomed. I got flowers growing in that pot, and I'm going to take you to the left side of the garden. Over here I have blanket flowers, and they're really tall, and they come back every year. These are perennials, and the first one, look at that, the first one actually bloomed today, and tons of buds. It'll be beautiful soon, and they usually grow twice in a season. I got flowers growing in that part. Over here I planted a whole bunch of sunflowers. I got red leaf lettuce in that little planter, so you don't need something big to grow stuff. You need something very small like that is good. I got sunflowers and zinnias in that container. I got my butterfly bush and zinnias growing in that pot. And then I'll show you that side garden. I'm going to show you the front where the mailbox is though. There's my mailbox. I love my mailbox, but it's got a planter. And these perennials come back every year. You can see there's pink flowers here and purple here, and they all bloom, so they'll be blooming again. And this is growing really good. You can see it's got a lot of flowers that'll be blooming soon. And that's something I don't have to do anything with. They come back every year now. And then I'm going to show you my left planter. The left planter, you can see I planted some sunflowers and a lot of zinnias, and these guys are growing really good. And I always love them here. And I'm going to take you back to the side garden now. In this container I have the kale growing, which is growing okay, but the animals get in here too. So we'll see. Take it one by one. There's the Rose of Sharon. They're starting to grow and bloom. That'll be really pretty. In this bin I have zinnias growing. My friend Tom sent me a whole bunch of iris bulbs, which I planted, and he said don't expect anything next year, but maybe the year after, so I'm excited for that. Got sunflower growing there. I got one back there. This bin I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with yet. This is a perennial that comes back every year. And in this container, I have some zinnias, a marigold, some sunflowers, and this is a perennial. Let me put those down. That come back every year, so I'll have to see what it is. I don't remember what it was. We got a big sunflower growing there. This garden I just put in, I don't even know, it might be a month ago. I just put this in this year. I got stuff growing in the pots. Back in this row is all tomato plants. I planted them by seed. They're growing good. Back there I got okra, and I got cabbage and eggplant. But over in this row, the cucumbers didn't grow, so I'm going to replant. Let's see what happens. Got marigolds growing in this pot, and then I got my evergreen tier planters. I love these. If you don't have anywhere to plant, just get one of these. You could grow. I got my red leaf lettuce. I got my basil, my arugula. Let's see what else? Other kinds of lettuce, mixed green lettuce. Got my cilantro. And I have them growing in both of the bins. Look at all these basils, going to be growing out soon. And the cilantro. Got all my greens and herbs. That's my favorite thing. Got my peppermint and lemon balm and mint in here. Sorry about that car, it was loud. A lot of lemon balm and peppermints, and these come back every year. It's perennial. These come back every year. I got my oregano, my rosemary. I did plant a marigold and a sunflower there. And this I just built, this garden bed. I love it. Got my lettuce growing. It's growing great. Swiss chard's growing good. Got my carrots and my beets. They're growing awesome in this planter. Very happy with that. Doesn't take up a lot of space, but it grows a lot of stuff. And that is the update on the garden. I grew everything by seed, avoiding the nurseries this year due to how expensive everything is. And everything here is grown by seed. Sometimes things work and sometimes they don't. If you don't have a lot of space, get an evergreen planter, or just get a container and just plant something. I mean, I plant seeds and watch stuff grow. And that is an update on the garden. I hope you enjoyed that little tour. Have a great weekend, everyone. Hi everybody, I'm out on the trail. I got Grandpa with me. We're doing a hike. He doesn't like being on his leash, so it's hard for me to keep him motivated, but he doesn't listen to me, and I can't let him go free. So we're just out this morning walking. You can see the sun is bright and shining. And see if you can see him. There he is. I made a jingle up about Grandpa. Let me tell you about my doggy. His name is Grandpa. He misses his daddy, but he is here with me. All right, everybody, have a great Sunday.